If someone were to ask me 1 year ago, what's your favorite Toho game? I would have said Toho 6 or maybe 12. But if you were to ask me now, I can declare with utmost confidence that Phantasmagoria Truce is my absolute favorite Toho game. This game, or rather danmakufu script, was made by Lin 14 years ago and will hit 15 years as of August 30th. Despite being made on an outdated version of danmakufu, it still stands out as one of the best fan-made bullet hell games out there. If you translate the readme, they mentioned that this script was made with the goal of making the most replayable Toho game. I think that Lin has done their job quite well with that. There is a lot of content in this game, modes, unlockables, esoteric mechanics, and many more. It can be a bit intimidating and confusing for new players to get into it, especially on an outdated engine. But trust me, it shouldn't be that bad. With the help of more reassuring staff, I have provided a package that should work out of the box as long as you have JP Locale on your Windows, or use Locale Emulator. Just double-click vpatch.exe and danmakufu should run. Before getting into the game, there are a few things you might want to tamper with. The first thing is the player sprite. If you find it too distracting, you can delete the files through this directory you see on screen. Next is running the game. Make sure to run the script and open the tuning menu. Here you'll find some settings you gotta tweak a bit. I'll go through the settings and explain what they do. First is trial mode. This will make everything way easier, but you'll lose access to stage 6, similar to playing Toho 6 on easy. Zone is the difficulty. There are 3 zones, but if you want to choose the zone after selecting game start, set it to select. If your device is weak performance-wise, or you have lots of programs open, set light mode to true. Release option relates to the hypersystem in 2 of the zones. I recommend setting it to user, which is the C key, but feel free to set it to anything really. Though, if you set it to shot, you have to hit the shot key twice to release, so keep that in mind. Turning simple mode on makes a few changes to the system to resemble Phantasm Romance, which is the previous game made by Lin. Phantasmagoria Truce is considered a remake of Phantasm Romance for the sake of clarity. Once you're done with the settings, you're ready to start the game. If you need to learn more about the controls, Moriya's Shrine page details the controls of danmakufu in general. Me personally, backspace is my favorite hotkey. It helps me reset quickly to stay in stage 1 jail. There are 4 shot types. To summarize, these are the default danmakufu shot types, which are similar to Toho 7 Reimu and Marisa. Reimu A is the weakest, the damage is low and being slowed does not help. Reimu B is better by a margin. She can easily deal with low HP enemies but needs to focus shot here and there against tanky ones. Marisa A is the best shot type in the game. Damage is quite high and the splash damage helps a lot more in clearing enemies than Reimu B even. Marisa B isn't better than Marisa A, but she's better than Reimu B. So in short, Reimu B is for honest players, Marisa A is if you want to have an easy time or score, Marisa B is for players who want to think they're unique. Now onto the meat of the video, the gameplay. There are mechanics that apply to all zones, so it's fair to start with those. There's no power-up system in PT, so shooting down enemies rewards you with point items only. If you don't shoot, a purple circle forms around your character. Any point item that enters this circle turns into a golden item. That's the multiplier item. It increases the multiplier up to 999. The bar at the top of the screen is the rank. Think of it like DFK Black Label's rank, even has a similar name. The higher the rank, the faster and more bullets shot. It decreases over time or when collecting gold, and increases by collecting point items, though the amount it increases by depends on your current multiplier. The 3 bars at the bottom left relate to your extends and graze explosion. Any of those bars filling up will cause a screen clear, though not all of them clear the same way. The red bar and the green bar reward life and bomb and get filled by point and gold items respectively. Keep in mind both extend items appear on screen, clear bullets, and cannot be POC'd. The yellow bar is the graze bar, that's the wild card. It fills up when you graze bullets. Once it's filled, the clear area expands and covers most of the screen for 4 seconds. During the graze explosion, you also receive 100 point items. It increases to 200 point items if your multiplier is above 800. During boss patterns, graze explosions only produce gold items, and during spell cards, filling the graze bar will do nothing and will go empty. There is also a chain meter which can be spotted on the opposite side. It's somewhat similar to Touhou 10's chain meter, but it's a bit different. By shooting a fairy, you can stall the meter continuously like it's Dodonpachi's laser. The more you stall the meter via the same method, the faster it depletes. Let me give you an example. If I keep stalling with items, it will go back to full, but the depletion will be faster each time I do that. So you have to mix it up with killing enemies too. The chain meter is straightforward at a glance, but it can be quite nuanced. As mentioned before, zones are basically difficulties. Honestly, they are more or less like ranges. Each zone has different patterns and sometimes bosses. Additionally, advanced and unlimited zones have a hyper system. When the multiplier hits the cap, the player enters hyper mode. It doesn't really power you up like traditional hypers. Instead, a large yellow ring engulfs the player's sprite. Any point item that enters this ring gets duplicated. This duplicate is a bit transparent and does not fill up your extend bar. I'll call it high points because it's related to the hyper. High points will always get auto-collected after a small delay, playing a unique chime to let you know you've collected it. It's a good indicator because each high point gives 3 frames of invincibility. The iframes can stack up to 60 frames or 1 second worth of invul. You can also release the hyper, cancelling all revenge bullets into high points. Depending on how large the release is, the multiplier can be refunded from 500 to 998 multiplier. The revenge bullets are the black bullets with red outline. They are distinct to help the player determine how big the release would be. In advanced, revenge bullets only shoot when the player is in hyper. How dense it is depends on the enemy. Same goes for unlimited zone. But the difference is that unlimited has revenge bullets that shoot whether you are in hyper or not. Those revenge bullets are always the same pattern and are sealable. Just like advanced, being in hyper lets enemies shoot denser revenge bullets. In both zones, the revenge bullets within hyper mode cannot be sealed. There is a lot of content in PT. Honestly, it's quite charming because despite how old this engine is, PT still strives to show off its presentation through simple means. But that is up to you to discover. One thing I absolutely love is the kick-ass, royalty-free music that is used throughout this game. The main menu also changes backgrounds depending on your progress. To give you a hint, Standard and Advanced have a different route. To access it, you first have to 1cc the zone and then fulfill a simple condition before stage 3. There is also an extra stage called Terminus. You will eventually unlock it if you are on the right track. As if you all won't go to Touhou Wiki and check the unlock conditions. That's it for this video. Next will be part 2, which will cover some advanced techniques and scoring. So until later, bye bye.